Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. So we're back again, gonna do a cheers. A mountain junkers video because, dude, it is nasty. Crazy nasty outside.
Might catch a little thunder on the film.
Yeah, we did that, went down the video, yesterday's video, doing, man, we got Katie, Joe, and Tim, and they got so lucky with the weather, because it was predicted 70 degrees and all that, man, and that span of time that we did that whole thing just turned. Yeah. He freaked me out of the corner of my eye. I almost screamed and ran out the door.
I moved it all the other day, and when I put it back, I didn't put it back the same way, and I just need to hire a handyman to come build.
Hey, there's some guy, man. He was on the last YouTube, man. He wants to come build your love shack. Not like that. He's got his other hands. That's right.
You'd build it.
We don't really like humans. Anyway, so we thought we'd have a little conversation here together. But man, we ended up with like I don't know how many hours it was there, 3 hours or something, man. But it rained on us all the way back. It was nasty, man. Then it rained all night. Actually snowing up on the mountain on pretty much every side of us. Maybe not south, not Dad's car or that, but man, it's crazy nasty. And then tonight it's supposed to get down to, 27, 28 degrees tonight, and then 27 or 28 degrees the next night. And then, what is it, Wednesday? Wednesday it's supposed to be like 60-something degrees.
Actually, Wednesday the 24th, whatever day the 24th falls on.
Tuesday.
71. Not
on Tuesday. Oh, next week?
Yes.
Oh, wow, see?
Yes.
And it's what's crazy, man, you watch Deep South Homestead and all that, man, they're having, it is the whole nation. Everybody's getting just crazy wet. So anyway, we thought we'd come in here, take a little nap, and let you watch. Come in here and do a mountain junkers. So we ended up scoring a few things yesterday from a friend of ours, and then did hit a couple of little yard sales. And I'm going to show you what's, I think I'll start off with showing you what sold in the last couple of days. Oh, the first thing I want to go over, I missed it on the last one. And we've shipped it. Dude, I got to get rid of this thing, man.
A little warm in here.
Yeah, you go outside, and man, if I end up having to cut this video out, it's because the rain hit. Because right now, it's snowing on the mountain, our east mountain. And it's snowing on our east mountain. And then it's snowing on our west mountain and snowing on the north mountain. And we got lightning, and thunder, and if all of a sudden you start hearing the rain hit here, because I got my saw, because I've been out doing some cleaning up of all the building materials. So if all of a sudden I cut this video off, you'll know why. Because if that hits, I got to get my saw covered up. But anyways, we're going to go over some of this. Oh, the first thing I want to touch is forgot to put it in the last one. I wanted to talk about those bamboo fishing rods. So that I got at that storage unit. Both of them sold. Let me see if I can find them real fast. The first one, and what's funny and why I really wanted to touch base on this is because out there, I've sold, I don't know how many hundreds of bamboo rods over the years, and we used to really do good on the old this one is not a Berkeley, it's a there isn't a Berkeley, South Bend. On the South Bend, man, we've always done really good on the South Bend bamboo fly rods. So at that sale, the guy, man, the bamboo or the South Bend that he had, it was in this cool case too, that I still got the case. And he wanted 20 bucks for that. And then this other one that I got, man, like I said, I should have bought he had a whole 55-gallon drum full of them, but these were the nicer choice ones. And the other one he wanted 10 bucks for. So I was like, all right, and I debated on the $10 one because it was missing the tip. So man, I buy it and thinking that the South Bend one was the money one, and as it turns out, HDH, man, you getting crazy over there? And this kitty, I'm trying to do a video over here. Turns out the HDH, we ended up getting $156.98 for the one that I got for $10 or $5. I can't remember exactly, $5 or $10. It turned out that that is the most desired. It just happened to hit it just right because all of a sudden they're hot. So I got $156.98 for that one shipped, $156.98 shipped, and the one that I thought was the money one ended up getting $46.46. So I just wanted to, you know, throw that out there. It's crazy how all that works, man. And I've kicked myself and I've tried to catch him, man, and used to have his number, don't have his number no more and all that. I want that 55-gallon drum full of all the bits and pieces of them. All right, so we'll just go on now of what else sold, but I wanted to touch base on those. Did you say we've... I'm trying to figure out where I'm at here.
Okay.
The hard hat, you're shipped, gone.
You are on the heart.
Okay. All right, this is beautiful. Miss Kitty's
was
line.
Like a running joke.
Yeah, because Miss Kitty, this thing, man, it's cast, man. It's pretty nice. You know, magazine rack or music sheet rack. And Miss Kitty, we were to sell last summer. So, oh, those things are hot. And I'm all, really? All right, so we bought it, man. Paid $5 for it, man. And we get back, and she's all, I told you, man. She looks on here, and man, some of them had sold for like $100 and all this, and I'm all, really? So we put it on, man. She's firm. I want $49.95, and I'm all, really? She said, yep, we're gonna get it. Well, this thing, man, has been on for a year. And finally, the other day, she wanted to click her heels. We ended up, she was, what?
I was so happy.
So happy to get rid of it. But actually ended up getting $43.41 shipped for this thing. So that the wind's blowing down my chimney. So she ended up, man, doing all right. Are you going to buy any more? Since then, we've seen about 4 or 5 of these things.
Depends on the price. Yeah. I mean, I would again if it was the right price.
I don't know if I'd pay $5 again. Maybe. Well, if I can get, you know, we actually ended up selling it for $24.95. The rest is shipping because it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
All right, so then we've got the old, the throne seat, toilet seat, and got $31.15 shipped. That wasn't too shabby. I think we paid $1 for that.
Yeah, something like that.
That was a pretty good one. Skip that. We've got
What do you want?
Schrade. This Schrade that I picked up. That ended up getting this at a yard sale. Was that? I guess it was the first yard sale day we went out 2 weeks ago or whatever. That old Schrade knife that I picked up for $4 and sold that for $29.96 shipped. So that was pretty good. Used to get a lot more for the old Schrades like that, but that was pretty good. And this belt I obviously should have put on for more money. This thing's an Orvis. It's a, you know, gun belt style belt used, you know, it's got some wear and use and stuff. And I put this thing on for, there was no other ones like it by Orvis. Put it on and put it on for $29.95 free shipping and sold it within an hour. Yeah. So, but you know, man, I picked it up for next to nothing, so that was good. But I should have put it on for more, I guess. That's one of those things you kind of second guess yourself, but I'd rather my stuff, man, I put it on and I'm still making money, and if they can do whatever with it, man, all the power to them. So. Right. And these sat on there a little bit longer than I thought. I actually came down in the price because I did have that sale through Sunday, through last night, and these ended up selling last night at the last minute. It's old simplified stair building plans, and usually these bring about $35. Ended up getting $22.46 shipped. And then we got the old brass bell. Is this the one that came? We had 2 bells. One came out of no, this is just another one. We have another one that came out of an old mercantile in Lake Fork. But I think we already sold that one. But this one, a little ornate desk bell or motel bell, $19.95 shipped. And then this old, a little bit roughed up, man, but a little radiator badge, old Ford radiator badge, and $14.96 shipped. Then the old Somebody did it. They did a pretty good job, man, actually. Little hand carved wood duck, glass eyes, not signed. 28.17 shipped. Man, and I remember when these things were worth, some of them, you know, by the known artists are still worth a lot of money, but man, they're for, 10 years ago, man, it didn't, man, if it was even hand carved in the shape of a duck, it was worth a fortune. And then we got, I always like this too, you know, a certain person out there that said how books were dead and all that, they're so full of it. That's all I got to say, man. Okay, before I get to the books, though, I am going to go, this was a, I actually requested it, and then I kind of forgot about it, but it had a special order, you know, or talked to me a little bit. We went back and forth. He wanted to know if I could do a scriber for wood building, which basically you use this thing like a, you know, like a carpenter's pencil. Instead of using the pencil, though, you know, when you're using your square or whatever, you use this old scriber. So, man, I talked to him, kind of went back and figured out what exactly he wanted. I don't know if you can see that. You put a little edge on it. And for scribing and stuff, so we ended up putting that together for him, and now I like it so much I'm going to have to make myself one. So
Tony, we're not going to keep yours.
Yeah, Tony, he waited for 3 months or something. Man, then he got back to me, hey, did you ever think about, or no, he asked me, you think one of those raven beaks would work as a scriber? And I was like, oh, dude, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, we got the, I meant to tell you yesterday, sorry, I just lost his name.
Tony?
Mike. No, the one that wants the, in the scabbard. More of a hunting style. Like
or he wants a bushcraft knives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't got to the bushcraft knives yet, but
it's just
it's time because I've got that one. I'm going to make that one. You know, I'm going to do a few different style knives for, you know, call them bushcraft, or, you know, my day it was woodcraft, but we'll call them bushcraft knives, and do a few of those. And you know, it's the temper and just the length of them, the size. It's something I'm going to be playing with and hoping to get a different, you know, make me a better, longer bed and stuff. But anyway, so it's coming all the time, man. We are so, it's just, you know, man, just busy. Oh, and by the way, too, just got the call because Katie Jo is just got out of the doctor's office. Her blood pressure's down and she will not be on bed rest. So, my little grandson's doing good.
Still needs to keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, but she's got to keep close. She's got our blood pressure machine over there and checking it regular. So, all right. So back to the sales. So then we've got a bird routes of the Idaho Panhandle, rare, hard to find book, and we actually did a combination of that.
Yeah,
she got one more too.
Three,
yeah,
all
but
three of those.
Yeah, but one must have been free shipping.
They all three are, but just 2 went to the cart.
Okay, and then she also got the ISU outdoor. Man, this got some awesome. We actually have one ourselves too that we wouldn't give up. When we found this one, decided that well, obviously if you have 2, you can sell one. But man, it's got some great recipes, and it's from the Idaho State University where Kevin McKenzie go. Got 28.48 shipped for that pair. And she also got the vintage 1985 Wildflowers of the West Sawtooth Mountains of Idaho and more for 11.21 shipped. So that was some pretty good little books there. Well, then I gotta show you this thing, man. You know, me and Kitty always, especially early in our marriage, man, we just loved watching Monty Python. And we're in this store, and it's so huge.
Yeah.
But look at this book. It's a Monty Python Flying Circus complete. Man, it is. It's got just everything, man. So it's listed, man. So if you're a big Monty Python fan, I got it. We sat and looked at it and laughed for quite some time. So that's actually listed. So, and then we've got, so now I'm jumping back. I'm really trying to confuse it, man. The stuff that's listed and the stuff that's sold. Well, this is the one that's sold. Yep. This one's sold. This one actually just here a little bit ago. Little Raven's Beak. 1870 shipped. And did you pull those Ray-Bans out? Or are they
They're
this
right there.
thing?
Get this one.
And then we got these, man, people kept asking questions. And I mean, these things are nice. They're actually a prescription Ray-Bans. And I can see the thing, but you know, and you can have your own lenses and stuff put in these. And man, the frames are in. Man, I would personally would say Miss Kitty said there is a little bit of wear and stuff that she found.
Yeah, just a little bit of scuffing on the
But I mean, great condition. And we had them on. I can't remember, man. It started off at like $40 by an hour, whatever. Man, people asking questions and all this, and man, they didn't sell. Twice I ran them. Was buy it now. Finally, I ran them at $19.95 and ended up selling them for $19.95. So $23.70 shipped. But still, I picked them up for $1, so that was still a good one. I think that's about all on that one. I'm not going to check the other accounts or anything. So what do you want to do? Show some other stuff that we just scored?
Yeah. Let's start with this one.
What, the one that you keep throwing around
Yeah,
and
the
raising
one that's
the
making
heck?
all the noise.
Okay, this. Let's bring the around here. Are you really? Yeah. Look at this, man. And he actually
Here's a single that is separate.
let it come off of it. You dropped it and broke it.
I didn't break it.
And what they it pops in there.
I thought the small one you could show on the camera.
Okay, so this, man, so it's a whole chain of them. And this, and I probably should have bought them all, but they were kind of expensive. But they're so dang cool. And what they use them for up at their cabin is they actually said they hung 3 or 4 of them, and they put toothbrushes and, you know, hairbrushes and stuff. So then they hang up the, you know, hang on the wall of their cabin or in their bathroom like this. And they said the person, the old boy they got them from, had a chain of them and had like a waterfall thing and had a mechanical thing, you know, and they were doing like a waterfall thing. We've seen stuff pretty similar to these, and they're numbered. Man, I need to see exactly what that says.
I tried to
Stat
read
or
it. STA
T525.
And that's what I've been doing over here.
Just trying to research them.
And there are water
They're
transporting
galvanized.
wheels where it scoops the water out of the pond or whatever, and then as the wheel goes up, it dumps it into like a barrel.
Oh, okay, so
type of
maybe
thing.
that's exactly.
So it
Well, that's
could
what
be-
he said they were.
Right.
And then, but we've seen some similar to these, so I mean, if you know exactly for sure, we're going to look them up. And that's what they, you know, the place that he got them, before we got our hands on them, that's what they'd used them for, was this, like, water thing. But we'd seen some similar to these at an old seed mill place, and they had the little scoops on that, and it would get and it would run like seed, you know?
Same basic idea, but it was seeds, not
Yeah,
water.
seeds, but it might have been different. But these are all galvanized, which would explain the water thing. But anyway, so these will be listed. I don't know if I'm going to do a single one and put this one back on the chain. I'll probably do those 4. I kind of want to keep one for our own toothbrush.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
So anyway, so those were a pretty cool thing that we picked up yesterday. Got this. Well, those things are kind of a pain in the butt to kick around.
Yeah,
aren't they?
they're noisy.
Picked up this old scabbard. And it was kind of buried and sitting back. I was like, what do you want for that old scabbard? Ended up picking that up for $3. $2. So, I haven't decided because I sold that one and it was a really nice one. And I may end up using this for my little 22 pump. I haven't decided.
Yeah, I just found something similar current listing on eBay.
Got the little boxes.
Yeah, different names called EZ is stamped on it instead of the ST.
Right.
And they are asking $25 for 2.
Oh, really? For 25 for a pair of these?
And ours is a chain link ring, and theirs is a solid, like this solid metal.
Oh, really?
Links them together.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So we'll check that out. And then I got this. This came out of an old barn. It was actually a dairy, and they used these. This thing hangs on the wall like this, You know, and it's flat. Oh, so you can see how narrow it is. Flat, and then you drop this down. Oh, man, I even got the price on it. That one was a score, too. But that, and they use it, you know, to do your tags or whatever, and your paperwork and stuff there. And then you got a writing surface here, man, all galvanized.
Do you see any names on that? Because I looked that up also.
You couldn't find it?
Oh, I found one, yeah.
Oh, really? How much they want for it?
Brand new ones are $275.
$275. I got this. You just seen the tag, man. $12.
Mm-hmm. And if it's being used like in a dairy, I just did a little bit of research on it. But if it's being used by a dairy, you know, something that's reselling the product or whatever, it has to be approved by the FDA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of weird.
Oh,
I thought
this
that
one
was
ain't approved by nothing. There ain't no stamping or nothing.
No.
Man.
So that's why it would be so expensive.
Right.
If you had...
If you're using it for dairy. See,
Right.
I thought, because, man, once I've got my...
It'd be great for keeping track of chickens and their laying eggs, or your garden. You know, anything that you could just mount.
No, and I was thinking out there when I'm doing, you know, once I do have my little lumber mill or whatever set up, you know, putting measurements of stuff that I'm cutting or whatever.
Right.
And then we also kicked around the idea of putting it on the wall in the van, you know, because you'd have this, so you'd have this portable desk, you know, you could drop it down where you've got your 5-gallon bucket or whatever. But, it depends. If I can get a $100 bill for it, it's going down the road.
We can figure something else out.
I'll figure something else out. I'll build something. All right, so we had that little thing. What else was I going to show? This. What did it turn out to be worth something?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. We bought this for the van. And then, of course, just like everything.
Because it's green, and we love that color.
Yeah, that's it. And we looked it up and stuff, you know, because we always do. And how much is it worth?
We should run it at auction, because that brand
We've
is
sold this
vintage,
brand
like
a lot.
70s, and the condition that it's in, it's hard to say. They sell between, and I can't find that design. That's why I say at auction, because it's
It's very 60s,
they're
70s.
they're going for $25 to $75
Plus shipping?
Plus shipping.
Sweet!
So,
But we bought that for the van, but obviously
Yeah,
it'll
we'll
be
have to
getting
see.
listed too. Now we do that a lot. What else do we score?
got this over here. I'm not sure if you wanted to show
Well,
it.
that was I think it was a buck or
Yeah,
something.
it's just set an iron on. You mount it to the side of your ironing board.
What was that was for?
Yeah.
I got it just because I thought it was a cool down flip.
Well, it is, yeah.
Yeah, flip down little,
Yeah.
you know, aluminum or galvanized tray. So that's why I got it. It's even got the screws.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was for ironing though. Oh, it says right there
Yeah.
too.
Just set the
I didn't,
hot-
man. I was
you can
looking
set the
at
hot
it because this
iron
was
down
at
on
one of the
it.
yard sales,
Yeah.
man. I was looking at it and I just thought, dude, that is for $1. I'll
Yeah.
take it. That's why I got it. So I don't know about that. Yeah, I put some other stuff over here.
Well,
Oh, I
I
got
got
this.
this movie. That's for us.
Oh yeah, let me see that.
My little cookbook.
I got this too. You know, man, I've sold a couple of bats over the
You
years.
want to hand that to me? I can peel the sticker off.
This one's a Louisville Slugger. I need to clean it up. Grand Slam. Yeah, it was dang cheap. And I've sold some for pretty good money. But, so I ended up picking up, what'd I give it that? $2?
Yep.
So we'll see about that. And then this, man, I'd never even heard of this movie. You know, we bought this for our, I didn't even see that.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't see that either.
I ain't saying that on here.
No.
But anyway, I had never even seen or heard of this movie, man. It's Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, called The Nice Guys. I don't know if you ever heard of that. But you know, I always glance over. You never know what kind of movies or DVDs, but me and Kitty had never, you know, it's obviously a comedy type movie, so got that for ourselves. So I'll, of course, look it up and see if it's worth, you know, some DVDs. You can still make some money on some DVDs and even VHSs here and there.
So while I was doing this, I just thought of a tip that I could share with everybody. Peeling the sticker off, and then it leaves the goo on whatever type of material. Well, that's old goo, but the sticker goo. The first thing I always try is, I call it the hair of the dog. I just take the sticker and tap it like this. 90% of the time you can get all of the sticky off.
Come back off.
Without having to put alcohol or any other kind of cleaning material on.
I'm going to clean this thing up. I don't know if it's worth anything.
It might be.
I can't make out the which somebody that knows baseball might know. No, it can't make out the signature. But anyway, man, for $2, I figure, man, I'll keep it and you play with TNT if nothing else. But usually, man, any of the old Louisville Sluggers are worth something. So we can pick it up for $2. $2. What else was I going to talk about while I was in here today? That ain't all the crap we got yesterday.
I didn't check the van to make sure everything was brought in.
No, I know there was more. Because we got stuff from...
Well, I got these.
Yeah,
but that's not a...
There's other stuff, but...
Share.
There was something else I was going to share or talk. Oh, I was going to show these knives, too. Might as well show these. Here's some knives that we finished up that are listed right now. Man, you got the big old Raven's Beak Hacker. And she per day. It's listed right now, and that's basically the same, pretty close to the same one that, mine's the crow's beak, but the same style that I carry, man. I use it from everything I use it for everything. You know, utility knife, mushroom hunting knife, everything. Then you got a little bit smaller one. This one's it's a little Raven Beak. Not quite a hacker, you know, the difference in the size. Actually about the same size. I guess they're both pretty much hackers. One's a Ravens, one's a Crow. Then we got a paring knife or a foraging knife. Man, nice little... Man, the color on there doesn't look as good as it looks in person. A thumb saddle. A crow's beak. Smaller little paring knife for we want that a longer, more stretched out thumb saddle. So all those are on the Idaho Hillbilly on eBay. So you can check those out. Make sure you check out IdahoHillbilly.com. We're actually getting ready to put a... I talked to Mike today, kind of talked to him a little bit yesterday. Yeah, we're going to get it set up to start putting more things for sale on there. Try to get stuff moving over there. I need to get on Etsy too. Yeah, I swear I had more hoorah right here. And other than that, it's funny, man, because I thought I piled a bunch of... I don't know, as soon as I click this thing off, then I don't know if I'll remember or figure out what the heck I was going to do. So, that's pretty much all we got today. Excuse me. I'm going to go back out while Miss Kitty's taking pictures, get some more firewood stocked up. I've been cleaning that off. I might do a video out there tomorrow, depending on the weather, man. It's supposed to be colder than crap in the morning. Next couple of days, and then obviously come Thursday it's supposed to start warming up.
I think so.
Thursday, so probably depending on weather, we'll probably be yard selling Friday. Thursday we'll probably be out mushroom hunting. If we wait that long to go check the patch, we may end up back out there tomorrow.
Yeah, we had one of our neighbors, actually Derek, the one that sent the ammo belt.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, he has found 2.
Yep, he found 2 morels this weekend and yesterday. Right, he's actually up by Kevin D, so I need to let Kevin D know that they're finding them up in his area. And yeah, our man, so far, you know, which we have some lower areas too that we can go check, so we were talking about doing that. But man, right now it's the wind, man, and that's the one, man, I've said it 100 times on here, especially when it comes to fishing, man. I'll fish in this, especially for steelhead, man. The snow, the rain, the hail, the sun, you know, the heat, everything. But the wind, when it comes to the wind and it's big, blowing, man, and you cast out this way and your line goes this way, you know, man, no way. Yeah, that drives me absolutely bonkers. When that wind blowing, your eyes feel like you're...
You get to come back just chat.
Yeah, I just thought, man, I do not like that. And that's how, man, it's a windy mother out there right now. So, I think that's about all we got. Do you have anything else, Miss Kitty?
Happy about the baby.
Yep, also got my grandson. Yeah. And then Shire Homestead commented this morning if they let you in on anything else they got going on.
Well, I did the update where I read those text messages, and we have been in contact. I don't have my phone right here on me, but they
are working on now they're hot, man. It's getting too hot out there.
On my phone, that last one I showed the floor on my phone, I showed the floor, and they have walls up, and their goal was to have the roof on. They had a big storm heading their way. They wanted to have the roof on with water catchment, so that because they, bare land, they don't have access to water, so they wanted the roof not just for protecting their new floor and themselves, but to catch some water so they could do some laundry.
Yep, so they're trekking along, but it's pretty funny, now that they had the cold and the rain and all that, now it's warming up, man. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Dang it, that's how it is, man. If it ain't one extreme, it's another.
Close to the elements and that fresh, that new, the acclimation period is
it's huge.
It is, and you feel extreme. You feel like you're cold, and hot. And we're really acclimated, so we don't quite have that.
Yeah, I mean, because if you don't live the way we do, you really, it's, I mean, we can tell you and all that, but you really don't other than living out in obviously the Shire Homestead right now, the way they are living, even closer, to the earth, because they're on the dirt floor and all that. We did that.
Right.
And man, unless you've lived this way, we live with the earth. I mean, the elements, and even still the way we're living now, because we spend, other than in here working time and sleeping time, man, we're out, and everything. If you've got to go out and go to the bathroom, you got to go outside. If you want to go out and
do laundry,
you want to go out and take a shower, you got to go outside. everything. So I mean, living
and the wind
with
blows,
the earth is huge.
A good strong gust, anything over 15 miles an hour, you can feel it.
Yeah, even as sealed up, and I've got house wrap and stuff in the walls on this and everything. You can still, especially when you're, when it's kind of a snow shelter or whatever. The next place, the Love Shack is going to be up off the ground, man, and it's going to be a little more built like, like a really wrapped shed. I'm gonna house wrap it 6 times. And then I also wanted to tell Debbie, because Debbie and Max, man, check out Debbie Max Go Thrifting. Debbie's been having some medical stuff, man. Our thoughts and prayers are with you for sure. That just breaks my heart. She's been having some pain and all that. I told her I was gonna send her down to my Cajun witch doctor cousin. She said she'd do it too. Right. She's closer. She said she'd eat chicken beaks and snails or whatever it takes to get rid of the pain. So, and I hope they figure out something for her that just, there ain't nothing worse than being in pain and agony and all that.
To not know why.
Yeah, well, they diagnosed it. I don't think you watched. I watched that the other night. I think you were in doing what you're doing, but I watched, so you need to watch that one, because she talks and they actually told her what it is, and she said that she says if anybody's going to get some weird thing that you never heard of, it's her. One of those, kind of like you. Because Kitty gets skin things and they'll tell her it's some weird, and you're just like, wow, man, I never heard of that. So our thoughts and prayers to her. I hope she gets feeling better. But I did see, and I haven't watched their video this morning or last night, that they'd went, because she was bummed. Oh, excuse me, bummed because there was a postcard show. And she collects postcards. I collect postcards, and they just sent us that postcard from they sent us an Idaho postcard from there. That was really funny. We actually need to show. We ain't got them ready right now. We'll show those in one of the next videos. Some postcards. Supposed to be getting a Bigfoot one from Bearded Picker. I'm still waiting. But so anyway, so man, that's all we got. I could just sit here and babble, and you could just watch me babble for the rest of the day. But so good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, we'll be back again tomorrow.